So, um, Mrs. Sally,
Miss, sorry, not Mrs.
Miss,
Yeah.
okay, Miss Sally,
Yes, please.
how are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Actually, can I borrow money from your firm?
Yeah, why not? But depends.
Are there any charges added or terms and conditions that might come along with it?
Definitely,
S-
it's a business, so definitely there is always going to be extra charges depending on how much you're going to be loaning and the time frame as well.
Wow. So, if I'm to invest in your crochet business, so how much will I invest in?
Hmm. I think you're switching the topic. First thing was loaning, and now you're talking about investing. I think I kind of like the second question if you should invest. Invest in what essence, please? Do you want us to be making it for you to resell, or you want to take it to abroad? Invest in what essence,
In
please?
in all aspects. When I mean invest in all aspects. In
Okay.
selling and exporting and materials and all that.
All right. Um, you're quite welcome to invest in advance, but there is how the business is being run.
Okay.
I don't have a particular kind of price to give you because you're asking how much would it cost for you to invest with us. Reason is
Yes.
because most time I don't work with only Nigerian materials alone. Like the one I'm carrying now is Nigerian material, and that does not make it original. This is a original yarn that Nigerian produces. So with me here again is foreign yarns. So if you're thinking about investing, it depends which material would you want to invest your money in. Are you going to base on Nigeria like the way you said you're going to invest in all aspects? So
Yes.
that is to say, we can equally bring in Nigerian material and then foreign material, and
Yes.
that is like, are actually going to give you different charges
Okay.
because talking about the foreign materials, it has to do with dollars. So if let's assume you're investing when the dollar is high, the
Yes.
charges will equally be high. So if you're investing when the dollar is low, like it's fair, definitely the charges will be favorable. So it all depends to you. We don't really have a particular price to call for you to invest in.
So you're saying that one can actually make a lot of money from crocheting. That it pays
Yeah,
off a lot.
crocheting is a lucrative business and it does pay, though it is time dripping. It is
Yes.
time consuming, but yes, the energy you give is the energy you receive.
Just
For
like a
those
lot of
that
karma.
that that, that really know the worth of
Wow.
culture. It's not a common thing. It's not something that is common. A lot of people are yet to know that things like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can see it's like a new trend in the fashion industry that is coming to trend and it's going to be highly expensive, worn by the celebrities. Because I've seen many of Nigerian celebrities put on attires or clothing that was made from crochets. So are you actually saying that they bought those materials or those attires at a quite very expensive rate?
Yes. For like you've just said, for a celebrity to want to wear something, it's not a cheap thing, especially when they're using it to perform. Like
Yes.
most of the music videos they do, you see them using crochet costumes. It is
Yes.
expensive. Let's assume those the ones that are using is foreign materials. We have a ball of yarn that is worth 120,000 for one ball, and
Wow.
it's sequin.
Wow.
Then we have the one that is worth 18,000 for one ball, depend on size. So you can
Yes.
see, imagine using one ball of crochet that is worth 200k to work for someone, and you're using 200k times 10 pieces of it. Imagine how much that is worth in a dress. So the same way we have prices of material when it has to do with wrapper material or less in the market. That is the same thing that happens in crochet markets. We
Wow.
have um, we have different types of materials and their prices, and of course the quality. So the quality has its prices. Like what I'm carrying now is not the same price with this one, though it work differently, and they are all original. So the
Wow.
Nigerian product I'm using to work has its own price that differs from this, and which you can compare it. So with this one now, you can wear it when the weather is actually very cold, and it will
Okay.
be warm.
Okay.
But this is cotton. It's more
Okay.
like vintage cotton. You
Okay.
can wear it like when the weather is hot and you still feel normal, just as you're wearing a normal cotton shirt or polo. That's how it works.
Wow. That's a nice one, and I can see you are actually busy with it. And I know with these Nigerians will begin to understand that we have to patronize our local stylists, and especially when it comes to the fashion in the fashion industry, in order to improve the standard of living and also empower others by creating job employment lying on the government of the country. But if I may ask, who taught you this particular skill? How did you
Wow.
learn it?
That question is big. If I should answer, I will kind of say it's a gift because I developed it.
Okay.
Initially, I was into bead making. I make all kinds of bead, and not only bead. My tribe as an Akwa person, if we want to get married traditionally, we have groom's cap and we have groom shoe and we have groom staff. So I was into that as well. I beat the cap and I beat the jacket that is going to be worn by the groom. And when it comes to the bride, I make the beads.
Okay.
So at some point, I saw like people were actually much in that line of business. I had to switch into crocheting, though I'm still beading.
Okay.
But my primary phase of business is now the crochet. I know a lot of people knew me to be bead maker, but now switched to crochet. So why I actually switched to crochet, it was a one-time trending stuff that once happened in school. A lot of secondary school people will tell you I know how to crochet, but I had to improve it professionally. I
Okay.
upgraded it. I'm like this crochet. Is it that somebody cannot do something good out of it? I go to research. I Google searched it. I saw so many people who have a lot of money through crochet business, and these people are not even Nigerians. They are abroad based. So they make a lot of money with crochet. They have malls where they sell only crochet materials
Wow.
and all types of things that are being made from crochet. They have duvet made from crochet. They have pillowcases made from crochet. They have wedding gowns made of crochet. So it inspired me. And the most of them all that really got me wowed was having come across a particular lady by name Samantha, who
Okay.
is from Australia. She's an actress.
Okay.
So imagine an actress whose business is crochet. She owns a very big mall
Wow.
that is only crochet that you find there. She sells the materials and she employ people to work for her. And she equally acted a movie which had to crochet on set,
Wow.
and she has a lot of money. So according to Google, they mentioned her net worth, and I'm like, wow, it's not even the movie that is giving her the money, but the crochet business. So I'm like,
Wow.
wow, I can actually do something out of this thing. I'm like, wow, and people are not really much in that business. People that are really plenty in it are the abroad people. Like for instance, if you go to YouTube and want to type things about crochet, you see that the first people they will bring out for you are the whites.
Okay.
It's just recently that Nigerians are beginning to go into crochet, and we are still not much in that field. So I'm like, I tell myself, "No, I have to choose something that people are literally not much in the line, but something creative." So I developed my crochet. Sometimes I go online, I do research, but when you come to crochet line, it's a bit competitive because the some people draw patterns,
Okay.
like they have their own personal patterns. So the pattern I personally have is not going to be the same pattern another crocheter would have. If you go online, maybe the designs I post is going to be different from other people's design. That is how crocheting work.
Wow. So that means because the saying, if you want something different, you have to do something different.
Yeah.
So this is part one of the interview with you, and we're going on a break. After that, we'll be right back.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to have you here.